Okay, good evening, good morning. Welcome, Global Atomians. I see some familiar faces. Welcome our guest speaker, Scrum Master Jason Shim, to the house. Let's give him a big round of applause, everyone. Give him a gesture or anything so he can feel welcome here. So once again, we are in the fourth of our business class of this season, 2022, season 2. And we welcome everyone who is the first time joining our business class, and make sure your members, your partner who are joining, make sure they follow the proper Zoom naming, because otherwise they won't be admitted. It will be shown as a picture in the poster here. It will be required for you to follow the Zoom name requirement with the country, the full name, and as well the mastership or the dealership, and then the global leader or the speaker who invites you into the meeting, not your upline speak or your sponsor's name. So we're going to watch a short video from our chairman Park and also from Atomy, so to find out who Atomy is all about.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hello, Atomy members worldwide. My name is Hangel Park, and I will be in charge of the safe operation of the AWSS. Use of all electronic devices are allowed during the flight, including cell phones and tablet PCs for your convenience. We will do our best to make flight AWSS a shortcut to success. Have a pleasant flight.
A company that keeps the principles and creates a new distribution culture. A company that grows from the trust of its global customers. A company that cherishes the spirit and embodies love and sharing. A company that goes for customer success beyond customer satisfaction. We are Proud Atomy. After establishing its headquarters in South Korea in 2009, Atomy has opened branches in 20 countries around the world. Based on its unique core values, and has reached the mark of 15 million members globally, and is connecting the world as a market. With the philosophy of absolute quality and absolute pricing, we have achieved 0% refunds for 10 years. Hemohim only was sold over 1 trillion Korean won worldwide. 4,970 global seminars were held for our customer success. 4,260 global centers were opened for our aspiring members. Ranked as top 10 companies with high growth rate through continuous sales growth every year. With an unlimited potential in the global market, global sales exceeded 1.9 trillion Korean won in 2020. And we are preparing for a bigger leap forward through various global markets. Based on Atomy's management strategy that puts honesty and goodwill above all else, and the philosophy of absolute quality and absolute price that no one can follow, we are practicing our absolute goal of realizing our customers' success. And we are having a good influence on all the places where sharing is needed, so that all members of society can live a better life through principle-centered, mutual growth, and sharing culture. Atomy promises to lead the global market and moves on to a bigger stage with you through the success of our customers.
구독, 좋아요 눌러주세요.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Once again, we want to reset our company motto before we start our business class today. I'd like to unmute everyone. Yeah, now you can unmute. Let's reset our company motto to make sure that our CEO Hangil Park wakes up, not to sleep, fall asleep. Okay, company model. Is everyone ready?
Yep.
Cool.
Yes.
Cherish the spirit. Vision. Obey the faith. Serve in humility. Aja. Thank you so much, everyone.
It just doesn't cause any more.
So welcome back again, everyone, to our business class. This is the fourth one out of the ninth business class, but I would like to remind our commitments in this class. So first, I agree to attend every week's class. Failing to attend each class, I understand that I may not be admitted to the next classes. Second, I must join on time. Late admission may not be admitted into the Zoom. Third, I must have undivided attention. I will refrain from cooking, laying down, and other personal activities. Fourth, I must focus and learn as much as possible to become a successful Atomy business owner. The Zoom etiquette, the first one is you must use the Zoom name requirement as instructed on the screen. You must use the country, full name, mastership, or the dealership, and then the speaker who invites you into the meeting, not your upline or your sponsor speaker. It has to be one of the global leaders and also the guest speakers. Second, you must be on time. Third, you must turn on the camera when it's possible. Fourth, you must dress appropriately. Fifth, you must stay seated with undivided attention. Sixth, mute your microphone when not speaking. And this are the lineup of the speakers is coming for another 5 weeks, and we are at the fourth business class. We had Sherry Lee last week and explaining about the marketing plan. But today we really have a really special guest speaker, Scrum Master Jason Shim from USA. And he was actually our guest speaker on the season first last year, but he's back here. But now he is a Scrum Master. So once again, let's give him a big round of applause and welcome Scrum Master Jason Shim to the business class. And the mic is yours. Scrum Master, go ahead.
Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? Can you hear me well?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me, first of all, and thank you for organizing this wonderful Zoom meeting throughout the whole world, because it's not easy to lead something, you know. So let me give back to Mike for doing all of this effort, putting this great effort to make a great community for people who wants to make a success. Well, first of all, I'm really thankful to God because you know, my life has been ups and downs. You know, like most people who made a success. Before I met Atomy, I was you know, very in a humble situation because I was working 2-3 jobs, trying to make ends meet with 4 children and my beautiful wife. But no matter how hard I work, you know, it's not easy, right? Not easy. I came to America to achieve my American dream, but ironically, I achieved my American dream through the Korean company, and I'm really honored because you know, this is a global business. Everywhere I go, I know people who knows me. And I meet people from all over the world, and we have a same goal, trying to become Imperial Master together. So I'd like to share a little bit of tips today so that you could be successful just like me. You know, I started Atomy 12 years ago, and now I'm a Scrum Master. And you know, I am enjoying my beautiful life with Atomy. So let's get started. Do you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see it. Yes.
Okay, good. All right. You know, this is my vision speech, and okay. Atomy came to my life 2010, May 2010. Before Atomy, I was working dry cleaners. Dry cleaners, you know, it's not a great job. It's not a great income maker. You know, I was making very little money for working for the dry cleaners. I wasn't even owning the dry cleaners. I'm not the owner. I'm just working for the owner. And you know, guess what? You know, I have a lot of Spanish friends. They usually say mucho trabajo, poco dinero. Do you know what that means? You work a lot, but you always make a small amount of money. That's what the real life is, right? So that was my life. I was working just hard, but you know, I was making always a little bit of money, and I couldn't figure out why I'm not being successful. I feel really jealous for those people who made a success already, making good income, traveling all around the world. They look nice, look sharp, but you know, I'm always wearing my cap with my jumper suit, and doesn't look good. Not making great income. But Atomy, because of Atomy, my life has been changed totally different now. Since I met our chairman, Hangi Park, he was the life turner. You know, as soon as I met him, my life has been changed. You know, there's two different kind of change. One is a physical change, another one is chemical change. The physical change is something that you could go back to the original state. For example, like a water. Water, if you have a water, liquid water, if you give a hit, like a vision or motivation, it becomes like air, right? But when the circumstance cool down, the water becomes water again, the liquid form, right? Not like air form. But my life after I met Chairman Hangi Park has been changed chemically. You know, let's say you burn a wood, piece of wood, becomes ash, right? But if the circumstances change, can the ash go back to wood? No. That's how my life changed. After I see Atomy, I couldn't go back to the old life anymore because I finally found something could change my life forever. That's what I felt 12 years ago. I hope you feel it today if you haven't seen it yet. You know, I have a lot to talk, but my point is in the back. But in the beginning, I like to talk why Atomy works for you, because we have absolute quality with absolute price of daily necessity products. You know, all of these products, that's something that you have to use from the day you're born until the day you die. You have to use this product no matter what situation you are in, right? You have to brush your teeth, you have to take a shower, you have to do the laundry, you have to do the dishes, you have to take the vitamin C, no matter what, right? That's what we are carrying. So this is a bulletproof business. Nobody can beat us as long as you have absolute quality with absolute price. You know, it's not easy to achieve this concept. We have so many reasons that I cannot talk because of the time limit. But if you understand why we can do absolute quality at the same time with absolute price. Usually, if you go to a high-end store, they have absolute quality, but they have a really good quality, but their price is really, really high. Most people cannot afford it. If you go to a dollar store, the price is really cheap, but the quality is really, really low. But in Atomy, we pursue absolute quality at the same time together with absolute price so that most people can afford and they could enjoy the high quality. And I can give you evidence. Number one, we have average manufacturing cost is 47%. Usually, most manufacturers, their manufacturing cost is less than 25%. For example, we have another network marketing company called, there's a H something company. Their manufacturing cost is, average manufacturing cost is like a 12%, 13%, not even 20%. But our manufacturing cost is 47%, which means if you spend $100, $47 comes to your quality of your product. But if you use H something company, if you spend $100, only $12 is in the quality. So that's one of the evidence why we have absolute quality with absolute price. And we have a zero obligation. You don't have to buy every month with obligation. If you like it, you can buy it. You can continue buying it. If you don't like it, you can stop buying it anytime, because we are so sure about our quality and the price together. And still, we have a low return rate, which is like a 0.12%. This is the lowest returning rate, which means our customers are satisfied. So if you see the water stream, the water always find lower place. Even if it's a slightly lower, the water will flow to the lower place, right? So it's like a distribution. Customers always looking for better quality with the same price and cheaper price with the same price. That's something never changed in our mankind history and never change in the future either. That doesn't change. If you are a customer, you will, I can guarantee you will look for better quality for same price, and you will look for cheaper price for same quality. That's the nature of customers, just like the water flows to the lower place. So I feel like this. When I was doing network marketing from other company, I was feeling like, I'm pumping the water, trying to flow the water upward, right? If you keep pumping the water, of course, the water might flow to the upward, but as soon as you let it go, the water stops flowing and your income stops. But in Atomy, it's different. Atomy will flow everywhere in the world. Think about it. If you have a face, and if you have a teeth, hair, body, clothes that you're wearing, you have to use the product, and you will look for better quality with a better price. At the same time, if you could achieve better quality at better price at the same time, that'll be much better. So Atomy will flow all over the world. That's why you see the result. And when I saw this concept 12 years ago, I feel like this. Do you remember the Disney movie Lion King? The father, Lion King, Mufasa said to his son Simba, "Hey, look, Simba, everything the light touches is our kingdom." Same thing that I felt 12 years ago. Everything, people, everywhere people are there, Atomy will flow. So everybody I talk to them, they will be my member. Same thing. We are still in the same situation. America, we've been doing business for 12 years, but so far we were able to sign up 0.01% of population of America. So we are 99.9% empty, full of people who needs to be informed about this information. All right. So I said 12 years ago, you know what? I'll do this. It'll be no-brainer not to do this. It'll be no-brainer not to do this business. At least become a consumer, right? The bottom line is, after 12 years of doing this business, my life is tremendously different now. This is the picture from June this year. I took whole my family. It cost me $40,000 for 15 days. I spent $40,000 for 15 days. I took my family to Korea. That's $3,000 per person for the airfare only. And I took my brother, sister, and their family, my parents, my mother-in-law. We took all of them to Jeju Island, and I covered all the expense. So cost me altogether about like $40,000. But still, I was so happy to do this, because that's why you are making money, right? For your family, for your loved ones. Look at the pictures. So I'm so glad that I was able to start this business 12 years ago, and I have the timely and financially freedom. And also, I was able to make a tour to Europe. I was invited to become a guest speaker for Spain and London. So I went to the places in Spain and London, and I went to Turkey, I went to Germany. I used to talk people, my members in the seminar. In the future, this is like five years ago or 10 years ago, I don't know when, but I used to talk to people, someday, because we'll be global, the United Kingdom will open. And when they open, they will invite you as a speaker What would you say when they call you? Hey, Essie, can you come to London? Ashley, can you come to London to become a guest speaker? What did you say? Essie, yeah, of course, right? Yes. But most people will say yes, but you have to say this. Or let me check my schedule first, right? You will be busy as a successful people. So I said, finally, okay, I'll go. And I was able to travel to 3 cities in what is it? Barcelona, Santiago de Compostela, and Madrid, London, Istanbul, and Frankfurt, and I came back. I was so honored to be invited by the company. Of course, my airfare was covered, my hotel was covered, and my meal, I was able to do the tour. They gave me a great tour everywhere I go. It was amazing, amazing experience. But you know, one thing I felt from those cities that I visited, they have hundreds of years of like buildings, and people are coming from all over the world to see those the cathedrals and the bridge, many places. What does it mean? It means residual income. They build once and they make money over and over again. And I say, oh, this is really similar to our Atomy business. So how to become successful? I'll give you a very brief how to become successful, and I'll give you a tip later. You have to know 3 things: why you are doing this, and what you have to know, and how you have to do this. Okay, why are you trying to do Atomy as a business? Do you have your own why? Write them down, you know, write it down and remind yourself every time you see it, right? And what you have to know about the company, you have to know about the product, you have to know about a marketing plan. These are the things that you have to know. If you don't know, get started to know. Learn every day, because these days, not like my days when I started, these days, tons of videos are available in YouTube. So it'll be your excuse. You didn't know, it'll be your excuse. You can teach yourself, you can ask your sponsor. There's millions of ways you can teach yourself about what you have to know. You have to understand about the company, especially about our chairman, Hangi Park. The first thing that you have to do is listen to our chairman, Hangi Park, every single day. You know, most ladies make a joke with me. Hey, Jason, I'm sleeping with the chairman, Hangi Park every night. I was like, what? You're not sleeping with the chairman, Hangi Park, of course. But what they mean is they are listening to our chairman, Hangi Park before they go to bed. They get sleep while they are listening to our chairman, Hangi Park. I'm not recommending it, but listening to him every day is highly recommended. And know the products. Try the product, use it, and know more about the products. Is our business selling business or not? Is it selling business? No, it's not selling business. It's about informing business. Of course, if you let them know about the benefit of our product, as a result of that, they will buy the product from you. And at the end, it looks like you are selling the product, but most likely you are sharing the information about the product. Hey, why you have to use our detergent? Why you have to use our toothpaste and toothbrush? Why do you have to use our cosmetics and vitamin C, omega-3? All those informations that you have will become the weapon when you meet with your customers. And as a result of that, they will buy it. Oh, I didn't know. And now I want to buy products from you. Finally, you have to understand about our marketing plan. You are doing this as a business, and your goal is to become Imperial Master, right? In order to become Imperial Master, you have to become a Crown Master and Royal Master, Star Master, and Sharon's Master, Diamond Master, and you have to become a Sales Master, right? You have to understand how the marketing plan works. If you don't know yet, you have to get to know. If you want to do this as a business, and it's not like a bar exam. You are not trying to become a lawyer. You are not trying to become a certified accountant. You're not trying to become a doctor. You are not trying to become a very professional person. This knowledge that you have to know is not a lot of amount of knowledge. It's very small compared to your income that you will be making in the future. And how you do this? You have to understand about 8 steps to success and 8 daily course, right? I'm not going to explain all of this. This is how you could achieve. But I see, I see why people keep making failures. Why people stop making, stop doing Atomy business. Why they give up. That was my biggest homework. I was trying to figure out why they stopped doing it, why they cannot make a success like me. It was very, very mysterious. If they understand about Atomy, and if they have all the knowledge about the company, and they love the product and they understand about the marketing plan, why they stop doing Atomy? All of these years I trying to figure out why. And the result is this: because of the bad habits. They have a bad habits. You have to build a good habit. And it's not easy to build a good habit. Habit changes your life, right? But the habit that you have is not easy to change. You have to be very, 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 I don't know how to say this. You have to have a very strong desire to change your habit. The way you act every day is your habit, and it's built from the young days. When you are young, you have a habit, and it carries all the way, like 80 years old, 70 years old. We are still acting the old habits. If you have a good habits, no matter what business you do, you could be successful. But if you do Atomy, you have a much higher chance to be successful, of course. But even if you do Atomy business, but still have a bad habits, no matter what business you have, you cannot be successful. So let me tell my story about building a habit. About 2 months ago, I happened to make a decision. One of my friends invited me to join his marathon event. Hey Jason, because since you're coming to Korea, why don't you join my marathon event? I said, marathon? I cannot even run 5 minutes. How can I run marathon? No way. And he said, hey, there's a full course and half course and 10K and 5K. You could do 5K. It sounds like very easy. So I said, okay, sign me up. And I sent my money, and I'm supposed to run the 5K while I was in Korea. And I started practice, and I cannot even run 1 minute. After running 1 minute, I was short of breath. I was so busy chasing my breath. And I was like, oh my goodness, 5K sounds very easy, but in real world, it was very difficult. So you know what I decided? I decided to run every morning, even if it's very slowly. I decided to do it every morning because I wanted to change my body too. Do you see the big belly? That's my belly before, right? But I want to transform my belly to like the right picture. I don't have that yet, but can you imagine if I run every day for 3 years, what's going to happen? Almost for 2 months, I've been running every morning, at least 5K every morning. After I made a decision, I'm running every morning. And I lost a lot of weight already. Not just weight, but my shape got much better just by running every morning for 2 months. And you know what I decided? I have a bucket list, and I put another bucket list. I want to run full course marathon in 3 years. 3 years later, I'll be running full course marathon. Maybe I can do it, maybe I cannot. But you know what I want to do? I'm going to run at least 5K every single morning. That's what I'm going to do. So can you cheer me up every morning? You know, that's why I'm waking up every morning like 5:30 in the morning, and I do little things, and I'm running. So I did a little bit of research. Running every day have a lot of benefits, right? Of course, I'm imagining my belly becomes like that picture on the right side. That's my goal, right? So that's my goal. And what do you have to do? You have to build a habit of running every morning, at least 5K, right? So these are the benefits of running every morning. I'm not going to read all of this. My point is this. You have to understand first, you know, my marathon and Atomy has a very similar things. You have to decide to run. For Atomy, you have to decide to start the business and set the goal. My goal is to run full course marathon. And your goal in Atomy should be Imperial Master, right? And you have to know how, know things. Like when you run, you have to learn how you have to form to run. You need a special form. You need to learn the form when you're running, because if you don't understand the proper form, you will hurt your knee. You will hurt your backbone. It will hurt your body. So you have to understand what kind of form you have to do when you're running. And you have to pre-exercise, and after you run, you have to do the stretching again. You have to do those things. And do it, make an action every day. That's the key. Every day is the key. Let me talk a little bit more about every day. And in marathon, I'm not trying to become the number one. My goal is to finish it. In Atomy, you don't have to be the number one in Atomy. Your goal is to finish the race, right? If you finish the race, which means you become an Imperial Master, and you will be making same amount of money like those Imperial Masters who achieved already. They are making great income now, like $100,000 a month. Do you like it? $100,000 a month, every single month for your lifetime and 3 generations. Isn't it amazing? Imagine every morning when I wake up, it's not easy to wake up in the morning, right? But I imagine my belly, like the picture that I showed you earlier, like a 6-pack. I imagine that. Then I can wake up and I force myself to run again, you know, imagining my 6-packs and my belly. So every day, imagine that you will be making $100,000 a month. Imagine and put it into action. Don't stop in the middle. Many people will stop in the middle. You know, you have to understand this. When you are running in the morning, and it doesn't matter in the morning, afternoon, in the evening, I don't care when you're running, but when you run, every time you run, you will have a state of oxygen, lack of oxygen. Your brain will feel that it's not easy to catch your breath, right? And your brain tells yourself, oh, Jason, you're gonna die, so stop running. That's what your subconscious know. Subconscious is always trying to control you. But in conscious, on your conscious, you have to keep telling yourself, oh, you know what, Jason? There will be the state of lack of oxygen, but you're not gonna die. Keep push yourself. It's okay to push yourself. Push yourself again and again and again. You are not dying. Don't worry. Push yourself. And then I could run. If you stop in the middle, you have to, and then start to run again, you will feel the lack, you will get to the stage of lack of oxygen again and again and again. So, which means it'll be harder. It'll be harder. When you feel the stage of lack of oxygen, that's when you have to push again and again. Don't stop. Many people feel, oh, you know, I feel really difficult. So let me stop a little bit and I'll make some extra money and I'll come back. Many people are making that mistake. Don't stop doing Atomy every day. Don't stop. Just like a rice cooker. Most people in this screen eat rice, and you must have a rice cooker, right? If you cannot wait until the rice is done, if you keep opening the cover, can you make the rice well done? No, of course not. So you have to keep pushing all the way. Don't stop in the middle. And then you will feel lighter and lighter. After the lack of the oxygen stage, you will feel the stable stage. Your breath will be more stable. You could run a little further. Then you could finish your goal. That's what I'm experiencing every morning. I will go to the stage of lack of oxygen, but I know now, because I've done many times already, I'm not gonna die. I know I'm not gonna die, even though my breath is getting shorter. I push myself again and again. Then I feel stable stage. Then I could run at least 5K. Sometimes I run 8K, because my goal is to increase my length of the running distance, because someday I have to run the full course, right? So these are the things that you have to understand when you run a marathon. And every day is the key. You know, almost 2 years ago, I decided to learn Spanish also, right? I made this decision. Oh, you know, I have a lot of Spanish friends, Hispanic friends who speak Spanish. So I decided make a decision. I started learning Spanish every day. So this is the screenshot from yesterday. I've done, do you see the 7 or 9 in the middle of the top of the screen? That means I've done 709 days every day of practicing Spanish, okay? So if you keep pushing yourself, if you have a goal, hey, I want to learn Korean, for example. I hope you learn Korean someday, so that someday I can give a speech in Korean, which is my mother language. Giving speech in English gives me a lot of stress, so please understand, okay? So if you have a goal, hey, I want to learn Chinese, I want to learn Korean, I want to learn Spanish, whatever the goal it is, if you keep pushing yourself, doing it every single day, and you know what most professionals says, you need 3 years doing it every day to build a habit. So I cannot guarantee you success in Atomy if you do Atomy for 3 years. I cannot guarantee, but I know if you do Atomy for 3 years every single day, you will become you will feel much comfortable doing Atomy. If you feel comfortable doing Atomy every day, I'm pretty sure that your success is guaranteed, because if you continue doing it. For example, if I continue running every day for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, can you imagine my body shape? I lose all my extra fat. I have I cannot. It's so, delighted to imagine my body shape 3 years later, 5 years later, 10 years later. The key is doing it every day, And this is my exercise routine. I close the ring every day. You have to do a certain goal every day, then you close the ring. I've been doing this for almost 2 months, almost. The September 13th, I couldn't close the ring because I was flying to Korea and I lost a day. But when I come back to US, I couldn't have enough time because I have to take a car to go to the train station to catch the train, to go to the airport, and to catch the airplane. I have to get up like at 5 a.m. So what should I do? I have to wake up 3 a.m. to run, to do my everyday habit. Building habit is not that easy. Sometimes you feel like you're giving up. I know someday you feel like, oh, today is not a day to do Atomy. But if you really want to be successful in Atomy, do Atomy every single day. And another thing that I do every day for almost 2 years is I'm posting Maxwell leadership. I think this is a great piece of reading every morning. I read, last year, I typed every day. I typed the Maxwell Leadership in Korean, in English, and Spanish. For 1 year, I did typing every day. It takes me almost 1 hour every day to type it. And I did it last year. And this year, I'm reading it. I don't have to type it because I typed it already. So I read it in the morning, in English, in Spanish, in Korean, which helps me to develop my English and Korean. I mean, in Spanish, of course, I speak Korean, so I read it. And then I post it every morning, almost for 2 years. I don't know how many people are reading it. I hope everybody read this piece of great reading every morning. But no, I don't care. I just post it every day. That's one of my habits that I'm trying to build. If you are not in this KakaoTalk group, you can let me know. I can invite you to my group, and I will be posting this every day, and you will see this Maxwell Leadership every morning. And if you read this every day, that'll be another habit, another good habit for you. Because one of the eight daily core is reading every day, right? So this is my tip. Do it every day. Very simple. But it's not easy. If you try to do something every day, it's not easy. Because, for example, do you take hemohim every day? Do you take omega-3, milk thistle, and what is that? Those stuff every day. Do you take every day? I know sometimes you forget, right? So doing something every day is not easy. But if you put your life on it, or you know what? If I don't do this every day, I'm gonna die. Then you can do it. I was wondering why Jason Shim can make a success, but while others cannot make a success, because they don't have urgent situation. When I started Atomy, I was very poor. Fortunately, I was very poor. Sounds ironic, right? I was in desperate situation. When I saw Atomy vision, Atomy was the only hope that I could have at the time. That is only exit from my poor situation to the successful life. Atomy was the only way to change my life. That's why I was desperate, and I didn't know all of this stuff. And I was doing it every day. No one has to force me. I was self-motivated because of my situation. I see my 4 children every day. You know, my youngest was 1 year old at the time when I started. 3-year-old, 5-year-old, 9 years old. That was my situation. And my wife couldn't work. She doesn't have any income. I have to be earning the income from my dry cleaner business, dry cleaner job, and I have to do Atomy. I was so desperate. So that's why I did Atomy every single day. Christmas Day, Thanksgiving Day, New Year Day, doesn't matter, Sunday, I don't care. My birthday, my wife's birthday, I don't care. Because I don't want to be a poor father. I don't want to be a poor husband. That was my goal. So that's why I push myself every day. But when I see other people, they have a job, making good income, not great income, good income. But that's why even though they saw the vision of Atomy, they are not desperate enough. So they're not pushing themselves every day. I want to push yourself every single day. All the habits die hard. So the habits that you have is not easy to kill. For 3 years, I want to challenge you. I want you to make an exercise in the morning, make a routine in the morning, get up a little earlier, exercise a little bit, even if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, you could increase little by little. But can you promise me that you want to do exercise every morning? Andy, can you do it? You don't have to answer, it's okay. Do it every day. For example, squat. Let's say I want you to do squat every day, okay? You know, how many people knows this person? Here's a Benjamin Franklin. It's on the $100 bill, right? It's very famous, right? He said, if you fail to plan, you're planning a failure. Do you have a plan or not? If you don't have a plan, you are planning a failure. So automatically you will fail. I have a plan, but can you show me your plan in written? Right? That means you don't have a plan. What is your plan B? I want to give a very simple plan. Let's get started all over again. You know, I know we've been doing this business for years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 10 years, or some people just started yesterday, last month. I don't care. Let's start all over again. I'm going to give you first month plan. Number 1, make 20 customers. Talk to customers every day, 1 customer a day, which means sign up a person a day. Okay. You have to meet a lot of people to sign up 1 person and sell 10,000 PV every single day. Okay. And you have to manage them. You have to follow up with them, right? If I know so many people sign up a lot of people as a member, but they don't follow up. Later on, a year later, they have all red spots. You know what I'm talking about if you do active business more than a year, right? If you didn't follow up those people and not using the product, they become inactive and they become terminated. So manage them until they become loyal consumer. Our goal is to make as many customers as possible who's consuming our products. You know, the ultimate power of Atomy is coming from the power of products. If you don't have loyal consumers, you don't have power. You need to build the loyal consumers. And you have to get referrals. You know, if you do more than a year of Atomy business, the most difficult part of doing Atomy is trying to find a new person. I say, stop looking for a new person. If you have 20 customers, loyal consumers, 20 loyal consumers, it's easy to get referrals from them because they love the products already. They know the benefits of consuming Atomy products. So get a referral. Can you refer 1 person for me? Please, as a friend. If you don't refer me 1 person, which means you don't like the product, right? Can you think of 1 person who will love to use this product? Can you introduce me? Then you don't have to keep looking for the new person. Just get 20 loyal consumers and invite them to the seminar. You know, I'll tell you a little bit of my story again. When I met my sponsor, Bunsu Kim Crown Master, at the time, she was a sales master. She didn't know how to explain about the marketing plan. She didn't know how to explain about the company, but she knows a little bit of knowledge about the products. But the ultimate thing she did good was she invited me to the seminar. You know, did you listen to the Success Academy a few days ago? That's what our chairman Han Ki-Pang mentioned about Bunsu Kim and my name, right? Bunsu Kim was talking to people around in New Jersey, only for Korean people, but she met Jason Shim, and Jason Shim became a Crown Master, and she became a Crown Master. What she did was she brought me to the seminar and made me to listen to our chairman Han Ki-Pang. Invite them, make it 20 customers, make them to be loyal, and make them to refer 1 person, and make them to come to our seminar. If you bring 20 people, all of these 20 people to our seminar, and you have 4 people who get started with the Atomy business, then hey, you have a structure that you could become Diamond Master, Shadow Master, Star Master, all the way up to Imperial Master, because all you need is 2 leaders in each side, right? Invite them to the seminar. I want you to make a decision that you want to come out of your comfort zone, because trying to build a new habit is not easy. Sometimes it's like you're breaking your backbone. but I tell you, it's worth it to build a new habit. New habit will change, will give you a new life. If you don't like the life you have now, you need to build a new habit. And new habit takes 3 years. 3 years. Doing it every day. Every day. I want you to do this, build a habit, and change your life. That's my story today. Thank you for inviting, and thank you for this opportunity.
Wow, let's give him another big round of applause, everyone. That is amazing. Once again, thank you so much, Crown Master Jason Shim. Let me spot. Yeah, like he explained the about the habit. Sorry, one sec. Okay. Yeah, so Crown Master Jason Shim, I met him online through YouTube, I believe. It was like a seminar by the Atomy USA, because when I started, I didn't find any good English speaker, right? Most of them, usually they're Korean, and I don't understand Korean. So when I found Royal Master Jason Shim back then, and I was so amazed, like, because his story is really relatable to my story, because I'm also an immigrant in Canada. He is also an immigrant in the USA, and he was trying to find an American dream. I'm trying to find a Canadian dream, but the only difference, I don't have 4 children like him, and he much good looking, better than me. But what I can learn from his story is that you got to be persistent every day. You have to be consistent, and he was working like 2-3 jobs. He was working at laundry. He was working at a shipping fishing area, I remember, right? And he was delivering CDs everywhere he goes, dropping the laundry. I remember all his story. Even he at one point he was trying to ask God to took his life because he couldn't bear the burden of life. But it is relatable to everyone here if you are joining in this Zoom meeting and can learn from him directly. And I actually met him personally. The first time was in 2019. It was before the pandemic, after the Success Academy. Then after that, the pandemic hits. Then he came to Toronto a few months ago, and I have a chance to meet him once again. And thank you so much, Crown Master Jason Shim. And we hope you come back for the next season next year, and that time you could be Imperial Master, right? For those of you who don't know, Crown Leaders Club member, Crown Master Jason Shim, in that Crown Leaders Club member, he is making over 400,000 a year. Can you imagine, from someone who was poor? He actually even lost his house during the subprime crisis, 2008. Now he is making more than 400,000. Can you imagine the life that you'll be living? And it's not a long time ago. It was just like 12 years ago. Can you make that kind of money in your daytime job, at your businesses? I don't think so, right? So it is amazing journey, Crown Master Jason. And I would like to invite another global leaders, Diamond Master Ju Armstrong from Australia, to give her remarks. Go ahead, Ju.
I was just typing. You call me. Crown Master Jason, nice to see you again. I actually met him 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago. Briefly, he probably won't remember me because he would have met so many people. And this was our Korean tour at the hotel where we were all staying. And then and the second time would have been last year, when he was our very special guest speaker. So I think it's just through Zoom, just like, you know, six of us who met just over 12 months ago, has become really a great, you know, friends and doing the business. So we are very fortunate that he actually allowed. I mean, he's very busy, as you understand. He's been traveling and been a guest speaker all over the world. And for him to just selflessly, you know, give his time to share his journey. I mean, if you really understand his story, you'll be truly amazed. And this simply just tells us how Atomy is just amazing tool that we can all use. It's given to us for free, right? And we just need to grab a hold of it and make the best out of what we have. And it's really important, as he mentioned, about forming a great habit. It takes time, and the only way to have a successful journey with Atomy is to really learn from people who's done it and take that and put into practice. So I think if we continue to form a great habit, starting small, and it really makes the difference in the long run. So thank you so much for your sharing, Crown Master Jason. And I know you love to travel, so we're really looking forward to see you in Australia. And I know you promised you will come to Perth, and you'll be welcome wherever you visit. So thank you very much for your sharing.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So next it'll be Sharon Rose Master Sherry Lee.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Jason. How are you? Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak. I want to show my gratitude to the Crown Master Jason. My heart's pumping. I'm so nervous. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm so excited to see you on Zoom, and I want to share is from the beginning to right now. He's my one of my big sponsor, and always encourage me, and I'm very grateful. And I learned so much for the past so many years. And I remember every time he always remind me, Sherry, when you gonna when I'm a sales master, when you gonna be diamond master, when I'm diamond master, and when you want to be a Sharon Rose master. And I know I'm moving very slow, but last time he came to the Charlotte and then encouraged me, you have to focus the Atomy. So I make my decision after the contract end next year. I'm going to close my business and full-time Atomy. So I'm very grateful. And I find one picture I want to share with everyone. This picture is actually, can you see the picture? That was funny on my vision speech. This is actually the first time I went to the New Jersey to I see the CEO, Mr. Hangyo Park, and that was our Crown Master Jason was there with the CEO greeting us, and that I was just joining Atomy that time, 2015. So this is really good. I see him from the very beginning and then to now Crown Master. I really so proud to become one of his family. So thank you so much for all your encouragement and all your support. And I will continue to work hard, and then hopefully I will see you in the top together. And I know next time probably you will be Imperial Master, So thank you so much. And I always share, last time I know everybody see the World Success Show. That's a really great interview. So I share everybody I met and the interview, and I shared. That's the person, I know him, and then he become Crown Master. So thank you again, and let me stop share the picture.
Oh, a question, Sherry.
Yeah,
In that picture, what was
gratitude to you? Thank you.
What was Jason Shim? Was he a Sharon Rose? Was he a Star Master in that picture, 2015?
I think it's the Diamond Master, right? The 2015.
I don't remember.
I think either Sales Master or that Diamond
No.
Master.
Not sales master. At least Diamond Master.
Diamond Master, yeah, I think so, yeah. Diamond
Wow.
Master. I was a new member, went to the first Success Academy.
Right. Wow. Thank you, Sherry, for sharing that amazing picture. So if you're a Diamond Master right now, 7 years later, you could be a Crown Master, could be a Crown Leaders Club member, right? Making 400,000 like Crown Master Jason. Thank you. Thank you. So next it will be Essie Lee, Sharon Rose Master from Canada. Essie.
Hello, Jason, and congratulations foremost for your promotion. And just like everyone else here, apart from Sherry's team, we're not directly your downlines, but we look up to you like our sponsor, because if you're Crown Master, Imperial Master, you're everybody's sponsor. So, and we literally grew up watching your videos on compensation plan. I think really stuck with me. It's one of the videos that you had a long time ago. It was at a center somewhere, and they really confirmed the way I can explain this compensation in English. And I remember using that for our one-day seminars at the very beginning of Atomy Canada. So we're always so grateful. And being in Canada, we've met Jason, and every time you're here, people are very shocked about how humble he is, how fun he is, and how down to earth he is. And everyone really loves you here in Canada. And you can see that now you're working out, which is awesome, because I'm trying to do that too, because we need the energy to work long hours passionately. And looking at the pictures, you look like 20 years younger than 7 years ago, right? You look like you're in your 30s. So it's amazing that not only the money's there, but you're showing us that we can all go that route. So yeah, of course, I didn't answer earlier, but love to join the Crown Masters like Jason when they're venturing out in Europe. We would definitely want to be there to make this wonderful journey all together. So thank you, Mike, for having this arrangement from the beginning as a Vision Global meeting. And Jason Shim, I'm sure he has so many meetings requests, but you came to us and we will remember this. And next time when you're here, hopefully we'll have a step up and make you proud. So thank you for every minute you spent with us. And I really look forward to seeing you in Canada again, hopefully this year, next year.
I cannot promise, but I'll go whenever I have a chance.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Essie. So next it'll be Star Master from all the way from Malaysia, Star Master Jessica Pun Yin, a Leaders Club member.
Thank you so much. You're such inspiring leader, Crown Master Jason Shim. Like everybody mentioned that you visited them when you coming to Malaysia, Jason.
Well, actually, I talked to the country manager of Malaysia. I think he's gonna invite me early next year. I don't know when exactly, but he's gonna invite me.
Oh,
so I'll be there soon.
You look forward to see you here in Malaysia soon, Jason. So all the Malaysian members are so happy. Luckily, I asked that question. Okay, first and foremost, I just like to say thank you so much for coming to this global meeting. We know you're a very, very busy man, but you're really inspiring. Actually, I learned about Jason last year because I didn't know who was Crown Master Jason. When I heard his story, I was like, oh my God. Then I started to follow our Crown Master Jason. All right. So I hear his story, how he started, and come to think of it, what he's shared today. 12 years in Atomy, he changed his life. Like really turn a new leaf, as Jason said. And many of us, like me, myself, I've been a housewife for some time. And like, I like to share, like my husband, like he has been working for so long and his life has been just like that. And I'm not saying that I'm not complaining, but I just wish that maybe one day my husband will be here listening to you, how Atomy can really change our life. Because at the moment, I'm doing Atomy myself, but he is supporting me. But I wish that he can listen to you and maybe be, walk with me in this journey in Atomy. Because Atomy definitely is a life-changing. And as you mentioned, this is a marathon. This is not a competition. And in a way, it really needs a lot of patience to build, to grow, and to learn towards this journey. And definitely, it is very hard in the beginning, but eventually it gets easier. As you said, it gets lighter and lighter as we go. rather than we start and we stop, we start and we stop. You know, that's why we never find an ending. We're always going in circles. Thank you so much. And I really look forward to see you next year. And I'm going to, you know, our country manager, I'm going to ask him when is Crown Master Jason is coming to Malaysia. Thank you so much. Thank you. Over to you, Mike.
Thank you, Jessica. Wow, that's amazing. I mean, look at us all. Look at Jason Shim. Like, he was a man of nothing, and now he is something in Atomy. Not because of his intelligence, not because of his charming or charmersness, right? But it's all about the Atomy system, the success system that changed him. The sponsor took him to the seminar. But yeah, that's really amazing in our journey in Atomy, because it's not just about how much you are making money, but what kind of character, of what kind of individual you are becoming, right? You are becoming better in this company. Thank you once again, Crown Master Jason Shim. I'd like to invite all these leaders, except one Shandos Master Israel Kim. I know he's in the Pacific Coast, and it was like 6 o'clock in the morning, so I don't think he joined tonight. But I will call all the global leaders, Diamond Master Ju and Sherry Lee, Sharon Rose Master and Sharon Rose Master S.C. Lee, and Star Master Jessica Punyan and myself. And we are so humbled and we are so grateful for Jason Shim to come again this season. And hopefully next year he'll be a new Imperial Master and come to our business class one more time. Thank you so much, Crown Master Jason Shim. Let me take the screenshot. Sorry. So everyone, if you want to be in the screenshot, I hope you open your camera so I can take a screenshot of everyone. Okay, let me just, one sec. Let me remove the spotlight. Essie, can you help me remove the spotlight? Oh, no, that's okay. That's okay, yeah. All right, everyone, open your camera and love sign, cheers. Okay, one sec. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Okay, thank you. So that's we're ending to the last session. So I will. Oops, not this one. Okay, finally, we are at the end of our business class tonight, and we finished our business class tonight with Crown Master Jason Shim. It was really like a dream come true, everyone, because 4 years ago, I didn't have any online mentor, and the only online mentor was Royal Master Jason Shim and Star Master Ju Yong Park back then. But both of them, they are actually now they're guest speaker in this business class together with all the global Atomians. This is like a dream come true, everyone. So never let your dream die. Just keep dreaming. And next week, we're going to have our Sharon Rose Master S.C. Lee from Canada. She will explain about an 8-step to success. Remember one of the slides that Jason showed, that how can you succeed in Atomy? Of course, by doing the 8-step to success. And 2 weeks later, we'll be having Daily 8 Core Habits by Sharon Rose Master Ishal Kim from USA on the November the 7th. And November 28th, it will be me, Sharon Rose Master Mike Sujari from Canada. I will be explaining about an auto sales master. And the week after, and it will be Royal Master Janet Ma from Canada. She will share about the road to success as well. You don't want to miss that one. And we're gonna end this year's business class, season 2, 2022, with our Diamond Master Ju Armstrong from Australia. She will explain about the life scenario on December the 12th. So make sure you write down all the schedule, put the alarm on, don't miss them all. Okay, once again, we're going to recite our company motto before we leave, before we part it from everyone. Please unmute your microphone. All right. Company motto, everyone ready?
Yep.
Let's go. Cherish the spirit. Create the vision. Follow the faith. Serve with humility. Aja, aja, aja. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. See you next week.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Jason.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you.
구독, 좋아요 눌러주세요.